All right. So recently,
Who's
I
this?
read.
Who's
Blood
this?
Meridian. This is Ben.
This is Ben, and where are you?
I'm in Mississippi.
Oh,
I called in 2 or 3 years ago. I guess you might not remember me.
I remember that accent.
You do?
I do remember that
Okay.
accent.
Well,
You remember a guy that called in 3 years ago?
It's like a steel box. It's like a safe in my brain.
God almighty.
he's like a savant.
That's why we have him on the payroll. He's a memory savant. That's what he is. He's like Memory Alpha in Star Trek.
That's exactly what
He's
it is.
Memory Alpha. That's right. All right.
What's your question, Ben?
I finished reading Blood Meridian a few months ago, and I'm planning on reading No Country for Old Men next.
Right.
And I'm curious if any of you guys have read that book or any of Cormac McCarthy's other books,
I have not.
and if so, what you thought about it.
I have not. I've got so much other shit to read that I just don't have time to read fiction these days. I'll bet that Nick has read it. Have you read Blood Meridian, Nick?
Blood Meridian is on my audiobook thing right now. So I'm listening to that. But I've read The Road.
Yeah.
The Road is
Hard.
The Road is
rough.
I've heard everybody that's talked about The Road has described it as a difficult read in terms of you know how a good book grabs you by the shirt and just drags you into the narration immediately. Cormac McCarthy doesn't do that, from what I understand, and I don't. But and if I was going to read a fiction book, I'd probably dig up an old Heinlein book that I haven't read and read that. That's probably what I.
My wife just read Blood Meridian, and she said, and I'm not going to give it away, but she said the twist at the end was fantastic.
Why isn't that not a movie yet?
Yeah, I really like it.
The Road movie was great. No Country for Old Men is great. Why is Blood Meridian
I have-
not a movie
Fantastic
yet?
movie.
I have
Somebody's working on the script.
well, I
surely.
have a video on my queue on YouTube. It's a deep dive of it and why it can't be turned into a movie.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, it's just real. It's like almost too dark for a movie. And from what my wife told me is, it's nothing but chaos and violence the entire time.
Oh, that would never sell. Oh, boy,
Like
he's
pe-
right about that.
Like people being tortured for a long
Well,
time.
M. Night Shyamalan should make the damn thing, right? I just got through looking at. Oh, what the hell was that thing I saw the other day that M. Night did?
He's done some good ones, but he's also done some real shit.
Bryce Dallas Howard was in it.
Oh, the Lady of the Lake in the water?
Lady in the Water?
That's not. No.
She was also in
Was it The Village?
Village.
The Village. That's a cool movie.
Yeah.
The Village.
Yeah.
The Village. The Village. I've seen it before, but I was watching it again.
It's good.
But there's another one called Empowerment or something like what the
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
That's a good one, too.
That one's pretty good. Mm-hmm. That one's pretty good.
There was a sequel to that one, too.
Glass.
Glass and then Split, I guess,
Split.
was kind of yeah, it was pretty cool. Kind
I
of
saw Glass. I'm pretty sure I saw that. Anything Jackson's in is just real good, though. You know, he doesn't pick shitty scripts
No.
to work on. But, it's been a long time since I've seen a movie with a plot twist at the end that just kicked you in the balls.
Yep.
Like the first Planet of the Apes movie. Mm-hmm. That's hard to beat for a kick in the balls. Yep. Even that long ago, that was a pretty good kick in the balls. Those of you that haven't seen that, the original Planet of the Apes movie with Heston and who
M.
was
Night Shyamalan was a pretty young guy when he got started, so
Yeah.
he'll probably even keep getting better. He does make some pretty shitty movies sometimes, but probably half of them.
Well, the guy's gotta
half of them
eat,
are really good.
You think?
Signs was cool. That was a great movie.
he knows how to do these things. You know, he's as good as Hitchcock with the camera and the script and stuff like that.
Is really good.
He's real good with camera
Sixth
work.
Sense, does a really good job.
You know, he's pretty damn good with that. But yeah, if you hadn't have you seen the original Planet of the Apes movie?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's hard to beat.
If Blood Meridian were to be a movie, it'd have to be someone like the guy that did Sicario or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Benicio del Toro. Yeah. Have to be a psychopath, you know, somebody that can play a psychopath.
Or a Ridley Scott movie. Man.
Ridley Scott could make that. Join us this week on Starting Strength Radio. We are going to do one of our famous, never duplicated by anybody else, call-in Q&A shows. You call us, we talk to you, you leave smarter than you started. See you then on Starting Strength Radio.